What's going on, guys? It's Mickey SI. I hope you guys enjoyed the clutch video. It was pretty good. It wasn't the best at all, but it turned out pretty good. So I know in the last couple videos I've been teasing you about something special that I'm getting. Um, a lot of you probably already know, or you probably already guessed what it is. But yeah, so we got it. Actually, we got it before the clutch, but that's beside the point. I got it in the car right now, so we're gonna go out there. We're gonna check it out, show you what it is, and we're gonna get to working with it. All right, guys. So I'm in my car. Let me find it first. And I'm with the thing we got. So here it is. We got a K-tuner. This is gonna allow me to tune my car and make it run a lot better. Obviously, since you've seen the clutch already, I already put the tune on, because the whole reason for getting this is because I bought a lightweight flywheel. I have to turn the rev hang off that the 2008 and most of the newer Civics have. They have rev hang, so when you shift gears it holds RPM, so it's like smoother or easier to drive. But yeah, I'm gonna get this plugged in, get the software loaded up, and show you what it looks like and show you what I did. Alright, guys, I hope you can see me. I'm in my garage right now because this software needs Wi-Fi and it wasn't very strong in my driveway, so I pulled in to get a little bit better pulled in to get a little better Wi-Fi connection. But we got the K-tuner plugged in right there. You can see the little light flashing. That means it's plugged in, it's hooked up to the computer, ready to go. Come over here and hold on. So we got the software right here. This is what it looks like when you open it up and you haven't loaded a tune or anything. So you got some sensors in here, and because it's plugged in, it shows my IAT sensor, my ECT sensors, all that stuff. None of this is working right now because the car's off. But so I already filmed this video once and I lost the footage. So I already did the tune and everything, so I'm just gonna open the tune up, show you guys what it is, upload it, and show you that process. So right here, I'm gonna go up to File. Normally you would click New Tune, but since I already have one, I'm gonna click Open Tune. Then I'm gonna go in and find the tune. It's called Crackle V2. You'll see why in a second. Open it up. And as that opens up, I'll explain why it's called Crackle V2. So when I first did it, I selected tune number 1. So that's like it was like a upgraded tune. But when I was driving, I noticed that my wideband was like 15.5, so that's kind of lean. So I decided to go back and do it from the stock tune and see if that helps. But yeah, so if you look right here, this is my ignition scale right here. And so down here is like your off throttle loads, and this is your on throttle loads. So for Crackle Tune, you want obviously your on throttle tunes to be normal, but your off throttle cells, I'm dropping it to -20 ignition timing. And what that's going to do is that's going to retard the ignition to the point where it fires as the exhaust valve opens. So you're going to get like bangs and pops and crackles. So it's going to sound cool. That's the main thing I did. We'll go over here where my mouse is to main parameters, rev limits. So it's the factory rev limiter. Nothing changed there. I could probably go up to 85, but there's no real point in that. And then the low limit rev limiter is like the 2-step. So if you see this low limit is 45 and 45-50. Basic 2-step, 45, 45-50. So that is going to be your 2-step. But if you go in here and you see it says fuel cut or ignition cut, this ECU will not allow you to change it from fuel cut or ignition cut. So it's just going to be a fuel cut two-step. So it's not going to bang, pop, shoot flames or nothing like that, which is a little bit disappointing. You know, everybody likes bangs and pops and fireballs. That's why I put the crackle tune on it. And then, so everything else is the same VTEC settings. I lowered my VTEC engagement point by 1,000 RPMs. So instead of 58, it's at 48. And same thing here. Disable monitors, nothing crazy going on there. Injector sizing, that's the same. Fuel injector dead times and idle targets, that's all the same. Closed loop settings is all the same. Fuel cut settings here. So all this stuff right here, this is all the same. But overrun throttle compensation, that is the rev hang per se. That was at 100%. I put it down to 0 because I don't want it. And it's going to make it drive a lot better. Well, it's going to make it drive like a 90 Civic instead of a 2008 Civic. But that's what you have to do when you do a, what is it called? A lightweight flywheel. That's what I was thinking of. Alright, so we're going to go back out to the main layout. Now, one thing I didn't mention is this little 0 up here is the cam angle. So I have the -20 set all the way to 20 degrees cam angle. Normally you won't see 20 degrees. Normally when you're off throttle, the cam angle will go to 0. And then, yeah. So that's the quote-unquote tune I put on it. And, yeah. So we're going to go over here, click this little up arrow that says upload base code. It's going to give you a little warning. You're going to say yes. And then you're going to click flash now directly to ECU. And it's going to start doing its thing. So it's going to say preparing, erasing. So that's going to erase the ECU, the tune that's on the ECU right now, or the factory tune or whatever. And then it's going to say flashing. It's going to give you a little loading arrow thing. Alright, so it's done. I don't know if you heard it, but the main relay clicked, the fuel pump kicked on. That's how you know it's done if you don't, you know, pay attention or anything. Now it says to turn the vehicle off for a few seconds, turn it back on for a few seconds, then hit OK. So I'm going to key off, count to 10 seconds. Alright, then we're going to key back on, count another 10 seconds. And then we're going to go down here and hit OK. Flash successful, click OK to continue. And that's it. So, now the car's tuned, it's got the Crackle V2. So, yeah. Next clip, I'll go out and drive it, make sure it's doing good, make sure it's not leaning anymore, and hopefully it's not lean anymore. If it is, it's still going lean. There's something else I gotta look at, something else I gotta figure out. We're gonna get to driving it, and we'll see how she does. Alright boys, so got the tune all worked up. She's on. We're gonna go for a little drive and see what happens. Well, she started up pretty good, so that's always good. So far the wideband's looking a lot better than it did last time. I think this is the first time I'm taking a drive and recording with the new clutch in too, so that's interesting. Tires still rub. It's still cold, but it's running 14.5, which is better than 15.5, which is what it was running. Hopefully the wind noise isn't bad. Once it warms up, it'll be a little bit better. My lean issue. I think the tune I loaded before was just a little off on the fuel. Don't know why it would go lean on me, but what it was doing. It's up to temp now, so that's good.
Starting route. In 3/4 of a mile, turn left onto Church Street.
Get a wide open throttle pull so I can really see where the wideband's going. That's a good one to demonstrate the crackle tune.
Turn left onto Church Street. Try to do a wide open throttle pull right here. Can't really see my fucking Church Street.
It looked pretty good there.
In 2.7 miles, turn right onto Main Street.
Yeah, I don't think we're lean anymore. I think we're good. It's at about 14.4 under heavy throttle, which I would like it to be like 12.5, because that's going to give a good like power band. but 14.7 is like the perfect ratio, if you didn't already know that. So with it being 14.5 under throttle, it's safe, it's good, I'm happy. I'll get back to you guys if we get a good place where I can do a pull. Alright, so let's try to get some better pops. Now that the car's all warmed up. Ooh, that was an aggressive one. Like that all the time. I don't know why it's being funny. Like that. That's usually how it goes. I'll stop at this gas station. Alright guys, so I know this video was a little short, but there wasn't really much to go over on the whole process and everything because I'm not a tuner, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but hopefully at some point I can get a real tune and document all that and show you guys some pulls on a dyno and everything like that. But for now, that's going to do it. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.